Oh, I'm such a huge Addams Family fan. It's part of what completely attracted me to this project. I remember stumbling when I was a little girl, maybe even 6 or 7, on a coloring book in the attic of my grandma's house that was my mom's, and it was an Addams Family coloring book. And I think that's what like sparked my whole love affair and curiosity about the Addams Family and how cool and spooky and kind of dark, yet such a family and so fun-loving they all were. A cast of characters, and obviously my life revolves around a cast of characters at all time, but we're all family and so close-knit and love to have fun and play upon the imagination. And that's truly what was so appealing to me as a kid, being exposed to Addams Family and seeing my mom's love for it and how it was part of her childhood. So it's passed on from generation to generation. I've showed it to my daughter, like the old Addams Family black and white TV show. So I have all the episodes of that. I'm just such a huge fan. And then there's the original animation that's just so unique and so creative and specific. It's really genius. And I'm just so happy to be a part of this Addams Family tradition and project. I mean, Morticia is the boss for sure. The way she just has everything so poised and under control. And, she's also very sexy, like her little slinky outfits. And, she's great. That's a really fun character to play and really vamp up. But I have to say, in the movies, the Addams Family movies, Christina Ricci, like the way she invented that character was so different than the original TV character. And she really gave it this really cool, dark, interesting, funny, but very loving perspective. So, yeah, hats off to her rendition of that. The fact that the Addams Family they do stay true to themselves. They really live in their own world, in their own bubble, and they do appreciate unique qualities in people and each other. And yeah, it's a great, the whole sentiment has a great spirit to it, and it really ties into who I am as an artist as well. From all of my music has sort of this intention, or it does have the intention to inspire and motivate and make people feel confident in their own skin, no matter what you feel your imperfections or individual qualities may be that may make you feel alone, or, the black sheep, or, alienated. Those are all the qualities that are so beautiful and interesting and cool and fascinating to be, true to who you really are. And those are the messages from my Stripped album to all of my music, from Fighter to Beautiful to everything that I represent. It always has an element of truly staying who you really are and feeling confident in that. The song truly appealed to me because it's such an opportunity to play up to a character. And it kind of has that soulful throwback retro feel that just gets you in a cool mood. Addams Family has such a history and background, and being that it started with black and white cartoon, black and white TV show into the films. It has such a amazing history, and the fact that this is a throwback song too kind of gives it that cool spin. The horn on it just has this really cool deep end rattle to it, and the beat of it is just, it's a really cool like old school shuffle. I was inspired to kind of take note off of Billie Holiday, Screamin' Jay Hawkins, who does all that like all that like those little things that he does that makes him so interesting and fascinating as a character, the laughs and the surprises, and it's just not your typical like, let me sing a vocal to this song. So I got to really play and get into a character, and it reminded me of something like a cool Amy Winehouse, being a huge fan, would have loved to do as well. So those were the inspirations going into singing the song. I think for Haunted Heart, I would just want people to just get into, I think, just the Halloween spirit, and not even just Halloween, but just it has that, great retro throwback soul appeal that I think everyone kind of, can they have a special place in their heart for it. And just being into the mode of just having fun. And I hope it gets people in the Halloween spirit too, to be fun and want to be a little spooky.